Hello and welcome back. We're Magic Academy, and I am your head seeker, Randall Brown, and this is Magic Academy. We are joined today by Aliza.
I'm an older millennial, and I still don't understand what the fuck Tumblr does.
Evelyn.
You just said the F word during the YouTube intro.
No, demonetized right away. It's your fault.
Let's try it again. One more time. From the top.
Roll it from the back.
Hi, I'm Evelyn. I'm your resident Tumblr expert.
Kate.
Hello, and welcome to Magic Academy.
Sarah.
I found out today that if you have an Apple credit card, you can buy things from them and they'll charge it for you over time, like over 6 months. And that is a problem for me because I like things.
Nice.
I also have a new credit card.
Awesome.
It's from Apple, unrelated.
So glad to have you all here. Okay, fine. And Kavika.
Oh my god.
What are you gonna do?
How may I entertain you today, Master?
Okay, so we're joined. Oh wait, I read that. You can be part of the Magic Academy, making sure that you like this video and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. The more I get into with my emotions with the therapist, the more I'm starting to cry on stream when you do that. So that's totally a vibe. You'll never miss a new episode while you're doing that. Make sure that you I'm sweaty. Make sure we're gonna jump into today's episode.
Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe.
Oh,
and
man.
sub to our Patreon. Give us $5.
Is everything okay, Magic Daddy?
Yeah, I was gonna put pants on, but I was like, it's definitely cold up here. Not anymore. Gosh, Kavika, thank God you're here. You're amazing.
Glad I could be of service.
No, stop. My boyfriend watched this.
Your boyfriend can join in. What are you talking about?
Ranger help!
Let's bring back over
Oh, man.
You just got your
Sorry.
boyfriend on one side and Kavika on the other. Are you kidding? It's like a dream come true.
The only thing I can
Don't
imagine
hate
is
me.
you yelling Ranger help and Ranger has his fucking headphones on. He can't hear you at
So-
all.
100%
I
probably
know.
playing Tarkov.
100%. I'm gonna be so embarrassed to meet your girlfriend again, Kavika. It's gonna be terrible. Just be like, hi. So, I don't know how to react to this situation. This feels wrong.
I feel like I've cheated somehow, and I don't understand how.
Okay, so let's get into this very serious episode. We get back to well, you failed. The king's dead.
He doesn't even a chance to save him.
Not my problem. Sorry.
Artie already tried.
Thank you for the Prime Ranger.
Aren't you? Wait, isn't that? Aren't you Ranger?
No, I'm magic.
Wait, who's Ranger? I thought Ranger Sheeb was you.
Boyfriend.
No,
Oh.
that's my boyfriend.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's the BF.
Baby. It's GF. Before we get back to what you guys are doing as a party, I do want to hop over to our mysterious figure because they have been drumming some things up, and so we're gonna pop over to them real quick. Again, sitting on their dark obsidian throne, glass-like, shimmering off as the darkened light comes in through the broken window. You see them lean back in their ornate chair and eyes narrow as they scan a report. With a sneer, he turns to the captain standing in front of him. You've captured Tyke, I see. It seems our enemy is already losing their footing. Yes, my lord. She's being transferred to the fortress as we speak. Good. Let the hag squirm. She'll tell us everything before the others even realize she's gone. And the Iranies, shall we prepare for their arrival? Oh, no. They'll come to us when we need. Send word through the informant. Let them spread word of the hag's capture, and I'm sure only... I am the only true leader of this world. As you command, my lord. And the large figure just waves him off with a dismissive hand, turning their gaze back to the shadowed window. Let them play their part a little longer. Soon, they'll learn what true despair feels like. And we shift back to the party, who has all come back from the champion games, where the king had been taken out by the Raven Knight that was part of the tournament, part of the competition with you guys. And Arturo went face to face with and definitely felt how strong they were. Time is going to pass before we get to the funeral. But before we get to the funeral, I'd like to take a moment to ask if anyone would like to do anything in the 2 weeks it takes before they get their preparations in order. Let's go ahead and start with you, Alan.
Yes. I have 2 things I would like to do. First one is I want to find that other guy from from my monastery.
Who?
Vraggy, or whatever his name was.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Braggy. Yes.
Let's track him down and find him, because I have to ask him some questions. Why? I have a lot of questions for him.
Roll me a survival roll.
Okay.
Am I there? Is this
Try.
guidanceable?
I
You're
mean,
guidanceable?
Is it?
You're still cutting out just a little, but
Oh,
yes.
sorry. Face.
You're good. You're good. Yes, you get guidance. If you would be helping, Alan, maybe.
Yeah. I will help you.
he'll definitely accept some help from Arturo, because he's like, listen, I don't know, I'm not the best at finding people.
All right. Well,
Alright,
let me
let's-
help you.
That's 10 plus 2 minus 1 for an 11.
Did you add the? Oh wait. Oh.
Yep. That was the plus 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Alan, you have been busy at your tavern trying to keep the Lucky Leap, trying to keep up with everything that's going on. And
People
You've been
coming
pretty
in from
busy.
out of town for the funeral. Lots of new customers. Lots of people doing the jumpy challenge. Lots of horses to take care of.
you ask around a little bit to see if you can gather some information, and you hear that there is a monk trying to seek audience with the king to be a
He's not gonna
a
have much luck with
liaison.
that. Which is what I was already doing. Why is he here doing this? I was already in the process of doing this. Why hasn't... I don't understand. And he's like talking to Arturo as they're like trying to figure this out. He's like, I don't understand why he's shown up, tried to do the same thing. Why haven't we teamed up? Why didn't he say, hey, let's... I left, he was still there, and then he just shows up and he's trying to do the same thing, but we're not working together, but we're from the same place. It doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. When did you get here again?
2 weeks ago at this point. 3 weeks ago.
Sweet.
A couple weeks.
2 weeks ago doesn't seem like a lot of time to come do this task.
Exactly. I haven't been here for very long.
Weird.
And I know I'm forgetful. But this feels fishy.
It does feel a little fishy. Can I look around to see if I see this Raggy? I remember that I saw Raggy in this thing, I think.
You don't see Braggy here. You've heard of different leads. But this town is large. Oathbreaker is a large place. Finding someone is not going to be the easiest of tasks.
Wait, I saw him, right? Like, I
Are you gonna
can I
cast?
cast? Can I cast
Yeah.
What do you
I
guys?
say let me just call him really quick. Sending.
Okay. I
Just
let
call
me
him.
double check the language on that one. Give him a ring.
To you, DM. It says with which I am familiar. I mean, I saw him. I looked at him.
Familiar being a loose term, but I will allow it. 25 words, go.
Okay, I will say. I'm so bad at coming up with the messages, you guys.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Arturo. Your colleague, Alan, wants to meet and speak with you. Where are you? Can we meet up? Is that 15 or 25?
15.
That was
20.
15? Okay, great.
20.
Oh,
You have
20?
four
Okay,
more-
5
you have
more.
4 more words.
Oh, 4. Oh, okay.
Love you, bye.
Where are we?
We're
are at
we're at the Lucky
wherever
Leap.
we are.
We're at Lucky
Meet
Leap.
at Lucky Leap. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello. I'm aware of Alan. Their circumstance is unfortunate. I've been keeping tabs. I can't meet now. Perhaps at the coronation ceremony we'll meet.
One more word.
Thanks.
He's so unhelpful.
Okay. I will say it I will pretty much. Is it possible for me to just like say the words like as like hello,
Yeah.
hello?
You can pretty much
I'm
assume that
doing
this
my
is
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's how I told it to you, Alan. I repeated it right back to you.
You see, he takes a deep breath for a moment, like, and before he does so, he looks a little frustrated, and then he takes a deep breath, and you see he chills out quite a bit. And he goes, "Okay, I will see him then." Next to find Fitz.
Let's find Fitz. Are you okay? Really?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm going to go find Fitz. Thank you for your help.
Okay. Arturo thought that we were gonna find Fitz and was like walking towards you, like we're gonna go together, and then you were like, "Bye," and Arturo was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
Alan just fully dips.
yeah." Okay, great.
I'm aware of his situation. Sounds like something a family member would say to me about being trans.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Heard.
But he's talking about my head injury. I'm fine. Walking over. Yeah. Fitz, are you easy to find?
Probably. You just have to go to the big circus tent. outside the city.
I go to the big circus tent outside the city and begin asking
Yeah.
around.
You'll find me. I'm currently balancing on my hands on like a big old rubber ball with like spinning plates on the top of my shoes.
Impressive.
I'm like on one hand and like switch hands and I'm looking at you and I go, well, don't tell anyone, but the plates are actually locked into the shoe via like snaps right in.
The
The
balance
sticks
is,
snap right into the bottom of the boot.
well, making them look as if they're balancing is still rather impressive.
Yeah, all you do is sit here and go, whoa, and everyone throws gold coins at you. It's kind of nice.
Hey, whatever works. Gotta get money somehow.
I click them together and the mechanism undoes itself and I land with some grace.
You seem a bit busy. Would now be a bad time to chat about that item?
No. Oh, the item, right. I with everything going on, I kind of forgot about it. What do you want to know?
You said you had some knowledge of its history. See, here's the thing. My monastery, the monastery I'm from worships this unseen entity, and before one goes on a journey or a quest, as one might call it, it's advised to seek wisdom, and the wisdom I was given was look for 7 flowers. That diadem had 7 flowers. I don't know what the significance of it is as of yet, but I figure learning about its history might give some sort of clue, and you seem to know about that.
Yeah, I dabble in history and in the like ancient artifacts. I can tell you that it's a circlet. It belongs to an ancient order of druids. I don't know if your monastery is familiar with or has worked with druids in the past, anything like that.
Traveling ones here and there, but not particularly.
How about gnomes?
No, not really.
If I had my if my assumptions plus a little magic are correct, it was probably belonged to the leader of a Feyborn gnome druid circle. It's possible that they migrated from somewhere outside of the material plane, like the Fey Wilds. It's also possible that, I mean, I guess that's possible for any Fey item that has made its way here. I think these people, for it to be in the Will Tamer house, these people were important somewhere. I don't know if, I'm trying to think of, I'm not quite sure why the Will Tamers would engage in battle with a druid circle, but if I could find some information, maybe if there was like an archive of their activities, then I might be able to find out more.
Is there a library in the city?
Yeah, but I'd imagine that anything that pertained to the Will Tamers specifically would probably be in-house. I guess we could ask Sephi, but they're probably not super keen on me uncovering some more colonial activities.
I wouldn't say they're not keen. I think they might even be a little bit keen.
Really, you think so?
Possibly. as I check my notes.
Maybe. Let me just Google.
Maybe, if I remember. All I know is they're not they're not a big fan of being a will tamer.
Why not? Feels like everything's just handed to them, or they take it.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that one.
Well, that's unfortunately all I could figure out. I'd have to take it to learn more, probably.
I had considered that as well.
You know, I wonder. I bet the Will Tamer house will probably be present at the coronation, right? Everyone?
Probably. Family like that. Family that important.
Well, I mean, you and I have to be present too.
Yeah.
At least we have to show our face.
Yes. Make
I
it known that we
wonder-
were there.
Right. I have to do. I'm gonna ask around. I'm gonna see if I can get some. If anyone has knowledge of the layout of the house amongst the vagabonds.
I think that would be wise.
And what have you been up to?
Trying to.
Did you find your monastery friend?
No. I'm not sure he's as much a friend as I might have thought. Something's fishy with him.
I mean, you could always punch him.
I could. I might. I'm going to try not to.
Do me a favor though. You could just not tell Sephi. That would be great.
Oh, I don't intend to. I think this is best kept between us for now.
Well, if you do help me, you decide to help me, I will. Anything I do, I'm able to find out. I will make sure that you know.
That is much appreciated.
Oh, also, you can use it to cast Speak with Plants. I don't know if that's relevant, but that's sort of obvious. But yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know why. I don't know what plants have to talk about. They're like,
Neither do
I need some sun. I need water.
And I don't know why I would be told, why I, of all people, would be told to look for this. I'm not exactly. Magic isn't exactly something I'm good at or interested in.
You said they said to look for 7 flowers?
Yes. The circlet has 7 flowers. So, I admittedly didn't remember until we were walking away, but memory issues and all that.
Is there like some historical significance to the number 7? Like, is that like a common, is like an adage or like something? No, nothing comes to mind. I will think on it.
Well, I'll leave you to your balancing then. Thank you.
Actually, I'm just about done here. I could use a drink.
It's on me.
Well, it will be once I complete the challenge of the Lucky Leap today. I'm getting 30 feet.
I believe you will. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Let me head back to the
Wait,
Lucky
is Lord Fell going to be there?
Has Lord Fell been hanging around the Lucky Leap? No. Probably not.
Ugh, thank God. Let's go.
Where is Lord Fell?
Well, Lord Fell would have had to head back to his uncle to, of course, bring him news. I'm sure his uncle would already know about the king's passing long before he gets there, but also fill him in on everything that is going down in Oathbreaker.
Kieran looks over to you and goes, where are we going? Should I come with you?
You're more than welcome to come with me, if you would like. I will make sure you are safe, despite everyone's trepidation in traveling to the Gorso household. There is a lot you can learn there, should you wish. But that choice is up to you.
We're coming back, right?
Of course.
Still have to do the paperwork to take over the land, and I guess I have to take on the Ronald about the noble house, and feels like a lot. But a short adventure wouldn't hurt.
A lot has been put on your shoulders, young man.
And you head off to Gorso, where
Allow me to bear some of your load. Sorry.
wow. Where you meet with no one other than Zydamos Gorso, Lord Zydamos Gorso.
Great.
Knowing of
So-
your proximity to the events that had happened, you get ushered in very quickly with Kieran.
Well, I guess he would be my grandfather. Grandfather. Yes, not uncle.
You
Grandfather.
walk into a big, frazzled-haired and very gaunt man with robes that are tattered and patched together. He waves a wand around the room wildly as he goes, yes. What did you find? I heard you were close. What is it? Tell us.
Well, things have changed in Oathbreaker.
So?
I'm... Dear grandfather, the king is dead.
Fortunate for them.
The
Fortunate for
princess shall be the one assuming the throne.
us. Any suitors? Could this be our
Not
chance?
yet.
We could get in? Are you pursuing this? Is that why you left?
Perhaps. I have not made up my mind whether or not it's something suitable to me or to another one of our esteemed family. Somebody more in your line, in the true succession line. But I could at least open up a pathway.
It's a Dironius there. And make sure that this happens. Dironius Gorso being the eldest son of Lord Zydamos Gorso.
Uncle.
And we could take this to our advantage. Did you find the unicorn?
Unfortunately, not yet.
We need that fucking unicorn. Oh, our patron's gonna be very angry, and you don't want to lose their powers, do you?
No, not in the slightest. I have also demonstrated quite a bit of what I can do at the games. Won a couple challenges. And I think some folks may have taken notice of our strength. And many, with times being what they are, fear can be a powerful motivator.
Do you have money, or do you have items for me?
The only thing I have, at best, is he presents the tent.
Shut up.
That's all I
He will close that gap between you almost uncomfortably fast, unsettling fast. and he's going to grab the tent, and at the same time, he's going to hold his wand tucked up underneath your chin. And this for me?
Yes, my lord.
I may pitch a tent anywhere?
Yes.
Interesting. We should do more with this marvelous emporium of rarities or whatever it is. Good. Go back. You are needed. Be useful. And he'll swipe his wand at the door as it flings open, and he will turn his back to you as he walks towards his throne.
Well, that could have gone worse.
You're all right? Kieran looks at you.
Of course. Always.
Okay.
He is a lot.
That is an understatement. But I appreciate you opening up and showing me a little bit about yourself and Corso, I guess.
Not all of us are as we appear. Power corrupts, but power is useful. It's all a matter of what you do with it.
Should we grab a drink before we head back out?
Of course.
And you all will head off to the
You
flirty-
motherfucker. You
To the-
motherfucker.
to the Flirty Nymphs brothel, which is the only
Great,
place
that's
to
where I
drink.
was going to head. That was
The
where I
only
wanted
place to
head.
drink. Anything else you would like to do, Lord Fell, before your royal return?
Well, we are at a brothel. I'm sure something could be arranged for myself and, well, perhaps Kieran needs a break as well.
Walking up to you as a friendly tiefling, as Guinness goes, "Hello, what are you looking for? Can I get your knickers up?"
I was not expecting that voice.
How do you feel about being gagged?
It's like fucking Sweeney Todd, the part in Sweeney Todd where she's like, "Wouldn't you like to push me, parsley?"
That's what I was going for.
Well,
How much I can maintain it because I've never practiced it. Practicing it live. Whoop.
we would, of course, care for some refreshments and perhaps a bit of company for myself, and if my friend would also like some company, I'm sure we can arrange that.
Kieran kind of sheepishly nods as if wanting to explore, and you're the outlet for exploration. And Guinness looks at you and goes, "All right, is it usual? It's been a while since you've been here, but I think we got a few."
You know me too well.
"Oh, anything for you, darling," and pinches your cheeks. We'll get those we'll get those ass cheeks clapping in no time, I tell you. All right, eat. Specifically wrote that they're lewd, so they walk back and come back with just a few mugs of ale, kind of landing them on the table, and a few different types kind of come around, male, female, anywhere in between, and kind of walk and saunter their way through you as they
Male,
kind of
Female. Other.
As they kind of, it's like they're walking in between you and Kieran to see which one you pick up and notice.
Oh, the one noticing? I mean, Fel is definitely talking to each of them as they're passing by telepathically. He's sending just messages in their head. Every single one that's passing by.
And you have to point for a message.
His finger gunning all over.
It's telepathy. I don't need verbal or somatic components to this.
Oh. Wow.
Yes.
And you end up finding yourself what you need for the night. And as you and Kieran head upstairs, you hear Kina say, "Good luck. Have a good ride. If you need anything, let me know."
Of course. I will be sure that your employees are well taken care of and everyone is satisfied.
You're such a darling. All right. And they'll kind of head back to the other patrons as they are helping what is mostly Gorsos see to their needs in this establishment. Anything else for you, Lord Fel?
I think that's all Fel wants to do. Introduce Kieran to a little debauchery.
Sephi Arturo? No? Sephi?
Steffi is going to be doing whatever will tamers do at this point because the king is dead and a coronation is happening. But a few days before the coronation, she's going to make her way to a shop.
Read my mind! I was gonna do this. I was gonna voluntarily do this, and you did this. You're amazing. I love you. All right.
So, spoiler alert, apparently this wasn't planned, obviously, because our GM just freaking lost it. God.
They're gonna buy a new sword. That's all it was.
No!
Sorry. Go ahead.
She grabs a cloak on the way out, kind of wishing it had the gold trim, and makes her way to I can't say the name.
Zurafrika.
Okay, I was saying it right. Zurafrika's footwear, or fine footwear, because her boots are kind of dingy and not fit for a coronation event.
Yeah, absolutely. You step through the streets cloaked and hooded, and you find your way to Zurafrika fine footwear, and open up the door, and that sweet smell of leather hits you. It's almost inviting in a way. And you see a small woman with a very low shelf, as if the entire shop has kind of been made smaller for this dwarven woman, as they are kind of weaving some leather in and out of a shoe. And they look up and go, "Yeah, how may I help you?"
I need some footwear for the coronation.
Oh, you and everyone. Oh dear. Yes, darling, I could see what I could do. What size?
Insert size here. I'm assuming a 9 since she's like 5'7" and I'm 9. I'm 5'7" and I have a size 9 foot. I don't know.
She's 5'9".
Oh, I'm sorry. Make that a 10.
I know all of your heights.
I apparently don't
Um,
even know my own character's height because I forgot.
That's okay. Literally everyone forgets their heights.
Are you looking for something a little more tactile with some grip, or are you looking for a little bit more show?
Tactile.
And what's the budget for this?
Put it on the Will Tamer account.
Yes, my apologies, Will Tamer. Tara, Lord Will Tamer, I can do so. Let me just see what I got. And they'll kind of go to the back, and you hear, Dusty, I can't keep this. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Do you have anything? And you hear a big clank and other sounds as like different tools are falling as they're rummaging through the back of the house to find something to give you pretty much immediately. And they find something and they go, not this box, this is that. And they throw the box off the side and grab a fresh box that's not dusty and throw the shoes in and come back up and go, Lord Will Tamer, for you.
I grab the box and I look at her in the eyes and I'm like, thank you, Auntie. And I turn on my heel and I walk out the door.
Wait, be safe.
The door
You are
closes
gone.
behind her.
Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. Anything else to happen in this 2-week period? Are you all ready for a funeral?
Let's go to the funeral.
Is anyone ready for a funeral?
You all find your way to Lord Sin's house first, who has kind of come and grabbed you all about 2 weeks later, coming all back together, including Drawl at this point, as people who were there for the event. And Lord Sin goes, thank you all for coming with me on this. I was nervous. Fitz, yes.
I'm assuming that we were all interviewed by the guards about like what we saw and stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
It's a little hard
thanks
'cause, like-
for sending the Red Guard straight to the Uncanny Vagabond camp. Definitely wasn't almost an all-out brawl.
Yes, I heard about that one. We're just trying to find you. I don't know how to say this, so I'll just say it outright. It took me a second to realize who the Raven Knight was, the Raven Queen.
What did you just say?
The Raven Queen? In a manner of speaking. More so that was the former queen.
Have we heard Seppi be like, or the Raven Queen? When she takes her sword and like chops people
Oh.
up?
I don't say for
Okay.
that. Wait,
No,
Raven
this is
Queen.
not like the Raven Queen, like the lore Raven Queen. This is him saying it was a Raven Knight, but the knight was the queen, the former queen. A
Okay.
mincing of words.
Great.
Okay, so not like the Raven Queen.
We were all
Not
like,
the Raven Queen.
I was like, no,
Got it.
I'm out.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, the Raven Queen from
Why is
the
every
Shadow
campaign?
Level
Every
5.
campaign, this is the evil
Fighting
person.
God.
Do you know the Raven Queen?
Raven Queen? Who
She lives on-
Shadowfell?
What is it?
Shanty
5212?
Way.
Shanty Way.
Who lives on Shanty Way?
Well, she's married to the Raven Queen.
The Raven
A
Queen?
Raven
Yeah. people had not realized at the time, but that was King Azanar's former wife, Queen Alyssa.
Wait,
At least in some hellish, morbid form. Yes.
a traitor to his house. That is the previous wife. Um, Someone else say it before I end up in jail.
You're
So you're
safe
telling
here to
me that
speak your mind.
so the king had an affair.
Well, that we
Shocking.
knew.
Many kings have been known to do that.
He didn't murder his
Okay.
wife, did he?
I don't think so. Investigation's still looking into what they meant and what had really happened. But I'm sure he didn't. He was a stand-up man. Everything.
Oh
How
yes, stand-up
how did the
man who
first
cheated on
queen
his wife.
how did the first queen die?
Well,
What were the circumstances?
historians recorded the queen passing away in their sleep. They had been driven to a point of anger and lashing out unexpectedly. No one really knew what afflicted them. What fell?
Speaking in his mind, you promised the king something. Do you remember what it was you promised?
I remember some of it. But that's a conversation for later.
And he stands back.
I worry that later may end up with your death as well, then, if you have information.
No, I'll be fine. I'm the strongest in the kingdom, not to brag. It's not a brag.
How's the family?
Well, Queen Laurencia is stricken with grief. Princess Athena has been locked in their room, crying. They are preparing for the ceremony, the coronation later today.
Strange. I imagine the princess would be much stronger.
Well,
That's heartless even for you, Lord Phil.
we've heard.
I never take advantage, only what is willing.
She did just lose her father. Seems reasonable to me to not want to get out of bed.
I mean, sometimes they're like that. Sometimes they're sobbing. Sometimes they're laughing down the halls. Sometimes they're just staring off in the distance. I really don't know.
Oh, so she's as mad as we've always known her to be.
We have our concerns, but we must press on. We have a kingdom to run.
Of course.
Are you all ready for the funeral?
Let's do this.
Afterwards, I would like it if you guys could come to the coronation as well.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Is that really
Have them-
necessary?
It's not necessary, no, I guess, in a manner of speaking, but it'd make me more comfortable. I have more I wish to share with you, more understandings that we've found out about this cult that you have faced before. We're trying to fully understand the scope of this entity, how deep-rooted they've managed to infiltrate our
Right.
ranks.
Why us? We did a simple job. And now we're part of this?
Well,
I was supposed to just do a simple job at least.
none of you cares what happens. Truly. Sure, you all have small angles. But you, Sephi, we've done your research. You don't really care too much to be in the Wilthamer house. You serve no loyalty to them, and they serve only the crown, so what advantage do you get? Alan, you come from the Shandar Mountains, so far away that you've only just stepped into the situation a few days ago. Fitz, you have a natural disdain for the crown, but your entire life has been delegated largely to a small shack outside of Oathbreaker, and you really no reason to benefit from tearing any of this down because, well, to put it plainly, crimes benefit from a structure. Well, even though you're Gorso, you're on the outskirts. You have no political gain, and although you could seem to gain somewhat, I don't think that you really care too much, since your true mission yet here was to undermine your own leadership and figure out what is truly going on. And Arturo, well, I've heard you're just trying to clean up the mess that you started a long time ago, which means you don't have the time. So yes, the 5, 6 of you, Troll's here too, and Troll, you all have the least stake in this, which makes you, unfortunately, the people I can trust the most. Even if that trust doesn't go very far.
I don't like the way you read me. But you do your research, and I commend you on that.
Feeling is mutual.
Let us be off then. And he will start heading down the road to the funeral. You all head to the Royal Mausoleum, a place of grandeur, a place of beauty, albeit in the darkest sense of beauty. And you see Queen Larencia and Princess Athena in the front, leading their way through the halls. You see they have plenty of guard with them. Lord Sin up front, and you've been delegated to hang back a little. You're almost like the buffer between everyone else and the crowds that are growing alongside the procession. The funeral starts with a beating drum as it marches through the streets, allowing each drum to come to its final conclusion, to ring its furthest it can. Because King Waldron deserved to be heard for as far as possible. You see on the streets a mix of worry and sadness. No one is happy at this outcome at all. And it takes a while for you to make your way through the streets. There's a few wails of grief-stricken. Roses will fly off towards the procession, and every once in a while, Princess Athena will catch it. You'll see a little flicker of chuckle as they do, and they'll kind of run their hand up and down, and kind of put it in their mouth and playfully flirt with the crowd for a second before kind of coming back and being more solemn. And you all find your way back to the Royal Mausoleum, Lord Fell. You have something?
Want to send a message to the princess. Proud face. Make sure you put it on.
Is it my admirer?
Yes.
I'm learning your voice. I've heard about you.
The people will look to you for leadership. You must show them.
Yes. Will do, admirer.
Good go.
No one was ready. Okay, so I wasn't anyway. I was like,
I'm immune to your powers, sorcerer.
It didn't work on me either, but I looked at Kate's face and I was like, oh, well, there goes that.
I got whiplash. I was like, I was taking notes.
I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time?
I saw Sarah's reaction too. I was like, stop.
You all head down through the royal mausoleum. It's big, it's grand, it is beautiful in every sense of the manner. You see amazing kings and queens. You see King Darius, the legendary warrior. You see Queen Iramar, who craved a little bit of fame, but did enough. King Baldassar, known for defeating the Vorden, which sparks frustration. Frustration with Drawl. Drawl would have feelings about that. You even go back to the Eberron dynasty. King Talinar, who was the person who saw the Vordani as a threat and was known to be a crazed king, spinning up resources and spinning up walls, saying the Vordani was going to attack, and then they never did, at least during his reign, but they did later, and people thanked them. And you get in front of the resting place of where the Azanar family is to bury the king. And a large statue flanks both sides of this tomb. On the left-hand side is the former Prince Krasnar, who had perished away a long time ago. Buried here and holding a long spear. And on the other side, Queen Alyssa, holding a large trident. And the queen gets up on a small pedestal and goes, "My dear friends, it is with honor that I am here with you. It is a grief-stricken day and one that none of us cherish. My husband was an honorable man, one who sought to bring us all joy and happiness. I don't know many souls who ever thought of King Waldron as anyone other than a lovable man." And from the back, you hear one of the citizens kind of chuckle and say, "Yeah, aka the second grandfather of the realm." I will cherish every moment that I had I am very fortunate to have spent the time I did with the king. I need you all to make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Aw.
And they look up a spell.
Don't make the
Oh,
monk and the
no.
sorcerer do that.
Yes, I'm not. I guess I can't cast guidance because I don't know what's happening.
That's a nat 20 for a 19.
Hell yeah.
Period. Oh no.
I love a negative
Um,
1 to this down.
That do be a 4.
Oh no.
4.
Is it like roll not to cry at the funeral? Sad.
Fitz, you have failed. Alan, you have
Yeah.
passed. Steffi,
That's a 19.
that is a pass. Arturo,
27.
that is a pass.
Jesus
Lord Fell,
Christ.
There's a 7.
that is a fail. Fitz and Fell, you hear, starting from the back of the room, the air filling with a melancholic tune, otherworldly and disheartening. You both have become frightened, and I'll explain more in a second. You see, specifically you two, probably more so as you have been unnerved, the large glaive on Prince Krasnar's statue engulfed in this magical flame, taking on this blue hue as it comes to life. And throughout the hall, you hear, "Murder. Your line will end here, and your deed will be avenged. Murder." And the giant doors behind you shut, locking you in as the glaive raises up and comes crashing across one of the knights protecting Princess Athena, chopping the knight's head immediately off as it rolls across the ground. And you see as the knights immediately tackle both the queen and the princess. That's where we're going to take our first break.
Oh! Oh!
We're going to take a quick breaky poo. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Please enjoy some words on stream as we will be right back. Thank you guys so much. And welcome back. I hope you had a good break, got some water, played some Werbs. Actually, you know what? Let's not do this screen. Let's come to this screen and move the camera because it's not where it needs to be. I need to mess with the tracking because it's no longer tracking where you guys are.
Oh.
Look, it's the group, y'all.
Oh my god. It's the squad.
Unsurprisingly, I guess I should say, is roll for initiative, but let me get you in combat.
Clicky. And oh, where'd he go? I'm gonna clicky. Ooh, nice.
Not my night.
Here's my initiative.
You can also just click on your portrait at the very top.
Okay, great. That's what I will do. Oh, Jesus.
Fel, did you roll one?
There it is.
Yep. And I have no decks. It is
What'd
a
you get?
1.
Oh,
No. Oh,
What did we say about having good rules?
I know, right? Like we're all it's not looking too
It's
fun.
fine. It just
We can
means
do
when I
that.
get to be able to cast Fireball, it's going to hit.
It makes me feel better. I also rolled a 1. I just have a plus
You have
whatever.
We're gonna begin combat. It's okay. The glaive rolled a 4, so it's not really moving very fast. At the top of the round, first things first. Those of you that were that were hurt by the melancholic song, you guys are going to take 1d4 damage at the top of the round, and then at the end of the round, you can make the save again, a DC 15 to save. Once you save, you are no longer affected. But 1d6 damage every round. You will take 1d6 damage every round, which you get to roll yourself because it's like hitting yourself. So with that, Alan, you are up first as you see this glaive take the head off of one of the royal knights.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here. Oh. Ooh. 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 What's my? I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty okay at strength. All right. I have an idea. First things first. We're gonna use a little step of the wind action because I'm 10 feet away from being able to run all the way up there. So we're gonna use a little step of the wind action and go that full 50 feet. And I'm gonna grab the handle.
Okay.
I'm gonna grapple it by grabbing the handle and just trying to just hold it kind of in place. I'm gonna grapple. That's my plan.
Let me look up a rule. You reach up to grab it and your hands pass through it.
Well, never
As you
mind
see
then.
That this
gonna punch
ghostly
it.
glaive has kind of like the statue's still there, and like the statue's like the glaive itself didn't come to life, right? The ghostly glaive was like an apparition that kind of like came out of the glaive. And so the ghost is still holding, so the statue is still holding a glaive, and this is a ghost image of it.
Okay. When my hand passes, so my hand passes through it.
Yes.
Does that either count A as my first attack or as my action? Since it just
it
passed
would
through.
as it was an action to try to grapple it. So
Okay.
yes,
That's fair. And I already used my bonus action to get up there. Alan, you're an idiot. And I love you, buddy. But gosh, you just sure did run up to this glaive and are not able to do anything to it. And I betcha, if I move out of its range, yeah, he's gonna take an opportunity attack. So
you
he's
can certainly try.
Oh wait, but let me look. Let me look at the thing. Step of the wind. Distance, or I used it for the dash action. My jump distance is doubled. Yeah, that doesn't do what I would like it to do. Do I have anything that can let me move without? Okay, nope. That's it. That's Alan's
All right.
turn. End turn.
Drawl is up. Oops, sorry.
No. I was
Drawl is
trying
up.
to do the thing you told me to
Thank
do and
you.
click the
I
end
know.
turn
Thank
button.
you. That's my fault. That's my fault. I appreciate you.
Trying
Draw, you're
to
up with
do-
Steffi on deck.
Cool. What's he gonna do? He's not gonna fast movement. Oh, he also has a walking speed of 40. That's kind of sick. But he's gonna have to go around these guys. Because he needs to go.
See, as the knights are just covering Princess
10,
and the Queen, holding them back, trying to like
15,
protect
20,
them. The people who are near the
25,
doors are starting to
30.
turn and run towards the doors, trying to break out. It's turned into a complete cacophony.
So he's gonna get. Yeah, he's gonna get 40. And he's gonna. Does he have a. He has. Does it have reach? Do you have reach, Javelin? Do Javelin have reach?
Javelin should have a 10-foot reach, yes.
Sick, he gonna javelin that bitch. He's gonna stabby stab. Oh, he's got rage. And then he's got stabby stab.
Okay. Go for it.
So first I'm gonna click that. And then we're gonna click that. And then we're gonna click that. Does a dirty 20 hit?
You see as the glaive pierces right through the ghostly image.
Yeah, I had a feeling it might do that. Okay. Second attack. He's going to. How far away is the statue? Is the statue within?
Yeah, it's
Same
you would
space?
technically need to be right here. Like if I move this over,
I would need to be. Okay. Well, he can't reach the statue because he only has 40 feet of movement. So try again, see if I can just roll really, really super high, see if I can nat 20 this.
Go for it.
This bitch, because turns out I am 21.
pierces right through the ghostly image,
Okay.
as if the necrotic image of this ghostly image is immune to it.
Right. Alan, or one of them's gonna be like, "You can't hit it." Alan's actively dissociating, so probably not him.
As
But
you yell, "You can't hit it!" you hear the entire crowd panic even more, and they all start like running over each other trying to get out. As it's just made it. They have now gone full panic. And the knights are like, "Get us out! Get this way! This way!" Is that the end of your turn?
yeah, that's it. I'll hit the button.
I did
Oh.
it. Sorry, Steffi. I'm
Okay.
excited. I'm getting excited.
Good to know it doesn't. You can't hit it with normal damage.
I don't know what Alan and I are gonna do. We kind of only do the one thing.
All right, I'm gonna move up close and personal. Maybe. Oh, I have it on measure. Duh. There we go. First things first is I am going to channel Divinity Vow of Protection
Okay.
as my bonus action.
I don't know why it has me concentrating.
As a
There we
bonus
go.
action,
Focus
this
on
creature
getting-
has disadvantage on attack rolls against me for a minute or until I drop to 0 hit points or I'm unconscious.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action. And then I'm gonna hit the thing. That's what I'm gonna do. Normal.
What are you hitting with?
My advanced katana with a divine smite. So 18 to hit.
That misses.
Gonna try again.
And yes, that misses. I'll say that.
25.
Let me look up something. This is making me look up things I didn't think I'd encounter.
Because it's not normal damage.
Dang it, people, move away. Move away from the thing.
You are not going to cast Fireball in this bitch, are you?
Yes.
No! Jesus.
I can end this.
Wait, is it floating in the air, or is it being held by the statue?
It's floating in the air.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's off of the statue. I'm going to rule this because I don't have too much. I've never come across this. Your normal damage will not hit.
Yeah,
Your
I figured
divine
that.
smite will.
Cool. Why can't I just click it and it happens?
I see what this is. I need one more level before before my fists count as magic.
What? Yeah, exactly. Divine smite. What type of energy is that?
It's radiant.
Okay.
2d8 radiant damage to the target plus an additional d8 for each spell level. So let's go with the spell level 2.
Okay.
That's 15 damage.
You see as it takes that divine smite radiant damage as it kind of radiates through it, and it kind of creates cracks in the ghostly image for a second before it kind of re-solidifies, coming back together. Yes.
Question. My katana is considered a magical item because it's a +1 katana. I don't know if
What
that
type of
changes
damage does it
anything.
do?
I think it's just slashing.
It does not hit.
Okay, cool.
It's magical slashing.
It is magical slashing.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is immune to slashing, all slashing.
Yeah, it.
That is homophobic.
And bludgeoning.
Homophobic? Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Probably slashing, piercing, bludgeoning.
As I end my turn, I yell over my shoulder, Arturo, this might be your time to shine, buddy.
I don't do good under pressure.
Too bad.
Yeah, because some big dummy named Fitz doesn't have any offensive spells. I don't have a single offensive spell.
No.
Make the people.
You're gonna see as the royal guard drops the casket with the king in it. You're gonna see Lord Sin rush over to the princess and help that entire group take a few steps back. And that is what they're gonna do on their turn. Arturo.
Guiding bolt. I don't know.
Absolutely. Do I need to roll on that?
Okay. I need to roll. That's why I'm nervous. Okay, let's do it at. I mean, I don't think I can do that. Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, sure. Well, let's just do that then. Okay, let's do it at. Might as well do it at 3rd level. Let's do it. Cast spell. Okay, I'm doing it. Did I do it? No, I didn't. Here we go. Attack. Oh my god, I have so many buttons to press. Okay, it's 21.
That does hit.
Hooray!
It's a high
Hooray.
AC.
It should be. Does this say 66?
When you cast a spell using a second spell
Yes.
slot, it increases by 1d6 for above that.
Bruh. Tragic. Jesus Christ.
15 points of damage.
Bruh,
As
that was
you-
so many ones. Oh my god.
3 net ones. As you throw out your guiding bolts, you definitely see this ghost glaive kind of, the hilt is starting to kind of like fall apart at this point.
Okay. I won't take a bonus action. I will. Sorry, I'm lost. Here I am. Okay. Just want to see where everyone else is around me. Ooh, yikes. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll go a little bit forward.
Okay.
Here. I move here, and that'll end my turn.
Fitz, you're up.
So I'm gonna first take some damage.
1d6 of damage, correct.
I remember.
Good job.
God damn it.
So skilled.
Oh,
4 points of psychic damage.
And then I'm gonna make the save. Use my action to make the save to see if I can overcome frightened condition.
DC 15 wisdom.
Everything is just slow because I'm on a laptop that sucks. No, it didn't pass. I have to roll at least a 14, so it's gonna be fun. I can't. So when I'm frightened, I can't move towards it, and any attacks I make against it have disadvantage. So instead, I'm using my bonus action. I'm gonna give Arturo Bardic Inspiration, which I will click for you. So just in case you need to read what it do,
Thank you.
let me use it. Bardic Inspiration. You get 1d8. You can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So if you roll and you feel like you're close, go for it.
Okay.
And then
10 minutes, right?
yeah, for 10 minutes. I sort of Fitz seems sort of rooted to the spot and calls out, Arturo, take care of it.
I am so inspired by you, Fitz. I have a D8.
Good. I don't feel very inspiring right now.
Feel so inspired.
And then I can't really move anywhere helpful, so I'm gonna stay where I am, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. The glaive is going to brush past the three of you. Are any three of you going to make an
Oh.
opportunity attack?
Yes.
Yes.
And Drawl's gonna do it with his +1 maul. Magic weapon.
Go for it.
Come on, roll high. Roll high for my boy. 16.
It's moving very fast and you
Yeah.
miss.
Okay. Alan will also try something. Maybe. Oh, no, actually, Alan's gonna save his reaction because he literally can't hit it.
Steffi?
Working on it. That sure as hell is a miss.
Yeah, what was that? A 10's gonna miss.
Yeah.
The glaive comes down on the first guard in front. For a 22 to hit, which will hit the royal guard. And we'll do 26 damage.
Oh my god.
Taking this guard out immediately.
I was.
Okay.
Frick.
Okay.
As you see the guard get lifted up by the tip of the glaive, kind of pulled up into the sky. As you see it kind of like it just blood splatters up towards the top of the mausoleum, and he comes back down with a and Princess Athena just kind of like gets back on their hands and kind of looks up and just at this point, the entire room of commoners just start running back. Lord Fell, the one right in front of you, make me a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. To not get trampled by some rando local.
DC. Rolling. 13.
You see as they kind of rush past you, you're managed to block out of the way real quick.
Great.
And that's going to be your turn. Your turn. Good toy.
Great. Well, I need to take damage.
1d6.
Ooh. Okay. I have so many things. Oh god. That was not what I wanted. I have 0 hit points. Oh god. There we go.
Oh no. Oh no. Covered in blood.
Oh god. I'm going to run over this way. Since I can't get closer to it. Though. Can I do my check now? Or do I gotta wait till the end of my turn?
You could do your check if you like.
Okay.
Not
Now
too much
here's
of a
another
stickler for it.
question. Is that technically, as a satyr, satyrs have magic resistance, and I have advantage on spells and savings for those.
Absolutely, take that with advantage.
Great. Well, doesn't fudging matter.
No.
Because both that was a 10 and an 11, so I am still terrified of this thing. But here's what I'm going to do. Is I am going to cast.
Before you get too far, on Fitz's turn, it was an action to do the save. So.
Oh. Then I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's fine.
Oh.
I didn't specify that because you were asking if you could just do it now. They did it as an action.
Right. Okay, then
You're
I'm
fine.
going
You're
to.
fine. Yeah, we're not breaking your rules. You're good.
I'm going to change then what I do to keep that in line.
Okay.
I will, instead of using a heightened spell, I am going to use quickened for meta magic.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 2 of my spell to make it a bonus action to use my spell, and I am going to cast Fireball.
Okay.
Centering it. Oh yes, thank you. Great.
Audrey does have
Right
some nice
there.
defense. Absolutely. You
I
throw
thought you were
out
gonna blow
your
me up.
fireball, and the entire room. Princess Athena just recoils back as their hair kind of tussles back. You see the Queen Lyrencia reaches out, goes, "Darling," as they think that they might be in the blast radius in this one. Lord Sin kind of blocking a little bit, kind of ducking, seeing it come over their head. And the smoke clears, and you see that the glaive looks largely unaffected.
Fudge you! Okay, then. That's going to end my turn.
Alrighty. Ellen, you're up.
Alan, being unable to hit this thing, is simply going to position himself between it and the princess. Literally, I have nothing that can hit this thing, so I will. If you will allow me, I will hold my action to just try, and if it goes for the princess, just try and take the hit instead.
Absolutely. You hear from behind you. Thank you.
Yep. Wait. I actually might have something. I shall in all my best obey you, madam. And yeah, that's what he's gonna do. That's his turn.
What's up, withdrawal?
What
Stuff you're
is
on
up
deck?
with Drawl? He does have that +1 maul. I don't know if I rolled too low, but he's gonna it is magic, so maybe we don't
Go
know
ahead and
how
make that
this thing
roll.
feels. We know slashing doesn't work, but we don't know how it feels about bludgeoning. So he's gonna use both attacks to do the thing.
Go for it. What's that roll to hit?
Is a 17. No.
That will miss.
Yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna do it again. 27.
You'll see as the maul goes right through the glaive.
No. I
I
don't know.
got two ineffective characters for combat, and they love combat.
I don't know what to do.
That'll be it for Jaw's turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Sephi, you're up.
That's all.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Oh wait, hold on. You're not on camera.
Hey.
You're not on camera.
Aww.
I tried, Doofus. I tried so hard for you.
Remembered I packed my tablet, which has
Help
hotspot.
me.
So here I am.
There you go.
Yay.
Someone end the turn so I can move.
I got you.
Let me move. Okay, there we go. I
What do you got,
started over
Sephi?
here somewhere. The only thing that is managing to do damage right now is radiant damage. So what do you think I got?
LOL.
That's a very keen observation.
So right now, the most effective players in this thing, right, are me and Arturo.
Pray for us.
Absolutely.
2 out of 6.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
I felt bad.
Did you
Nerfing
really?
The fireball.
That was a 20.
That is
How much dexterity does
barely
this thing
enough.
fucking have?
So I figured.
It doesn't take fire damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
magic
then
damage.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even get a deck saving throw for it. It was just, nope. I just blew up part of this tomb.
sorry, 1 second. I'm reading.
You'll have to pay for that later.
They'll mend. They can mend things. It's fine. There's-
Oh no, that is better. Okay. We're gonna cast it here. Is this thing considered undead?
Depends. What are you trying to do?
Because my divine smite's damage increases by a d8 if it's an undead or a fiend.
It is considered undead.
So I was short by a d8 last time I rolled.
Roll me a d8. Let's see it.
What I found.
And then damage normal plus
It only has
another
600 health.
d8. That's
No, it does not.
9. So it's 22 22 radiant damage.
So did you roll? Is that sorry? I'm a little. Did you roll the hit?
Yes, I got a 20. You told me that was just barely
Oh.
enough.
You are correct. You are correct. I now see that. I was back on the other one. You are completely right.
And I didn't bother
Um,
rolling regular damage because that doesn't do anything.
You will see as you take your katana and just swing through the area where this being is. The radiant energy kind of crackles outward, and the image of the ghostly glaive just kind of dies down and falls and turns into just dust at your feet. We're gonna end combat.
Can I point something out
Immediate-
real quick? This is not pertaining to combat, but Draw's icon looks like he's laying on the ground and just staring up at the ceiling.
It does.
You're right.
So
After all
chill.
the missed attacks, he's just like, I give up. I have been useless the last 2 combats. I'm gonna.
Do the doors
no.
open?
As it dissipates, I turn and I just bow to the soon to be queen.
I
As
turn around and I don't even bow. I just say, "Are you all right?"
As it dissipates, the doors do open. They start to crack. The masks that are at the door are pushing, and you see it kind of give way as they stumble upon each other. Fitz fell. The song you hear dies in your head, and you are no longer under the effects of the song. And Alan, the princess looks at you and goes, "Yes, thank you. That was. Thanks.
Well,
You make a really good shield. We should put you in the army."
I appreciate the compliment, Your Majesty. However, I have a place I already belong to. But the compliment is well received.
Well, we'll see about that. Thank you. And they'll kind of get up, kind of brush themselves off, and you'll see Queen Lorencia rush up and just give them a big hug. "Darling, you're right. This has been an ill-fated day. I have much thanks to give to all of you. Thank you for your being here. Seems that the Royal Guard is useless at their job." Kind of scoffs in their direction.
Yes, well, most of us were useless in that fight. I want to know why. Sidmonda?
Just a question I'd love for us to all have. And you see Sin, in the presence of Queen Athena and the Queen, Sin is not entertaining your question. Goes, "Yes, my lady, we will make sure to get someone on it right away. We will make sure that there's a thorough investigation. We'll add this list of investigations." And the Queen looks and goes, "So
This
be
isn't-
it."
This isn't the fault of the guards. That was an unnatural occurrence. How do you expect guards to stand against something no one's ever seen?
So the Queen stand upright and go, "Well, that is the purpose of the guard, to make sure that they are always aware of what's going on and be able to protect against things that they cannot expect. Expect the unexpected."
But if it's unexpected, then you expect it. It becomes expected and it's no longer unexpected.
Enough of this. Yes, dear.
I
Wilton.
will consult with Sinmonder on how to deal radiant damage. That was definitely not of this world.
Thank you. Let us end this and head up to the coronation. I'm sure the rooms are ready and the people need some good news. They mustn't hear this. Fits. Oh, you're tucked behind your character. I almost didn't see it.
Ah! I would like to go up to the statue and cast Identify.
As you cast Identify on the statue, I have notes for this.
You're like, cozy bitch.
It is a statue made of... the glaive is made of iron. The statue itself is a very dense mineral. Attacking it probably wouldn't have done too much. The glaive, maybe. You might have been able to attack the glaive, but it is very strong, the statue itself. There's nothing magical with it, per se.
See, you see, magic always leaves a trail. There's like a signature. It's like something I'd like to follow. See if I can't like footprints. It doesn't just disappear.
You
Matter can
just
neither
get
be
a
created
small
nor
hint of
destroyed.
necromancy. The faintest. The queen waves her hand. "Please, we have much to attend to. Take care of this. Make sure that he gets the proper burial and the respects he deserves. We must go and face the public. Come now, Lord Sin." And they start to walk heading towards the coronation. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
A beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer. I suppose look around.
Is Sinmander going ahead of them or behind them?
Behind. He's
Great.
gathering up some of the people and kind of helping before he follows. He's usually the last to leave type of man. First to enter, last to leave.
Great. Then I'm going to attempt to cast Hold Person on him.
Okay. What type of save is that?
Wisdom save.
$19?
He saves.
He feels the tug of you pulling him back. And he shoots you a glare. And he walks over and goes, a simple, what do you need?
What you're not telling us almost got not only the princess killed, but the rest of us.
I am sure what I have to tell you has nothing to do with the cult that is clearly sabotaging this entire city.
And yet,
Perhaps this cult has something to do with the previous queen coming back to life and slaying the king. So I think it very much is relevant.
Don't see how those would be connected. I made a promise.
Really? You don't see how they would be connected? Oh yes, these two things are just randomly happening at the same time. You don't think there could be any
Sure,
possible connection?
You could
between
summon
these cults
anyone.
summoning.
They decided to. They could be playing. It could be propaganda. It could be playing with our minds to get at us.
Propaganda?
Lord Sin,
Lives
Allow me to
are
make
on
it-
the line. Do you want your princess to die? Or do you want her to live?
Doing the best that I can.
Clearly you're not, because you're not giving us all the information.
You're not too far from the queen, I guess.
careful, Sinmander.
We can't fix this for you. We can't clean up this mess that you have asked us to if you don't give us the information needed to do so.
We'll give you the information as soon as we're done with the coronation. I just need to make it through. Today, very long day for me.
And if
I know
you're
it's
dead by
hard.
the end of the day, then what
It
do we
won't
do?
be. That I'll make sure.
You cannot guarantee that.
You're right. But I've made it this far.
That's not a guarantee.
And I am the crown warden.
Congratulations.
A little bit of know-how when it comes to holding my own ground. I hope that you have a little bit of faith in me.
We had faith in the king. How will you fare against that?
It's like, did we?
I'm gonna shut up.
Please, let us go. We can't keep the queen waiting.
You can't. You may.
Bell holds up his hand
Mm-hmm.
and lets the chaos magic emanate from it for a bit, and then closes it. Remember who we are. And he walks out.
I'm gonna go with Fel. I'm gonna follow him because I'm frustrated. And you know what? You know what? For once, I'm with Fel on this one, and I'm gonna do the dramatic walkout with him.
Fel is not happy right now.
While this was happening, could Artie have gone and looked around for any clues, any remnants of like occult like activity, runes, glyphs, something like that?
You look around, and I don't even need you to roll for that because you're not going to find much. Look around. There's no glyphs. There's no magic spell. There's no scrawlings.
Okay.
Steffi?
As Seth walks following Sinmander out, she thinks inwardly, Tron, now would be a really good time if you had any freaking information about this to help us.
Oh, and now we're on speaking terms, are we?
You know what? You're the one who decided to go silent for years.
Well, you sure didn't like my input the last time.
That's because you're a godforsaken know-it-all that I had to deal with this stupid oath with in the first place.
And you're a spoiled, rotten bitch that belongs in the Underdark, but here we are.
Unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for you, we're still stuck together.
No, I don't know what's going on. But seems really fucking fucked, and I would get the fuck away from this.
Well, seeing as you're a will tamer and I have inherited your place, there's not really a place for me to go now, is there?
Back to the Wilderman estate would probably be where I would go. I'm sure Ram and Taya have plenty of things for us to do that would not be going straight into the heart of whatever the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, well, they're
You know,
the
you're
ones who
risking
sent
my
me
life
here.
too.
Yeah, it's not my fault. You decided to join this.
Did I? Did I decide this? Or did you weasel your way in like you do with everything?
You could have just died.
Very anti-will tamer when you think about it. The irony is pretty thick.
I wouldn't know. Anyways,
You
they
don't
sent
belong.
me here for this coronation. So do I go running back to mommy and daddy? Or do I go to the coronation?
Well, you've proven that you're just a strong, independent person, so please go on, do what your heart desires. I'm sure it won't lead to our certain death.
I don't know why the fuck I talked to you. And I just shut the wall between us. I'm going to the coronation. Fuck him.
You all.
Jarl's gonna walk up to Fitz, be like, "Is everyone normally this dramatic?"
Yes.
Sweet, and I'm gonna follow behind everybody.
You you all head up to the coronation, happening several floors above, and you see that the Queen and Nafina have changed already, and that there are hors d'oeuvres being served, and it is a stark difference from what you just came from, and that most of this is for the profiteering of making sure that they maintain their political footholding. And also, there's some nobles within here. You see House Monder, of course, with Lord Sin being there. You see House Ronald, Kieran representing. You see House Domirin. You see House Caramosa. A few others. And they are walking throughout handing different drinks out, wine and food and trinkets and tapas. Really good stuff. What's up?
Is there anyone other than me from Gorse?
No.
Lodge.
Ooh,
Yes.
is Braggy here?
I was just about to get to that.
Yes.
As you
Soon
all
as I
start
see
to
this dude.
mingle,
It's on
you lock
site.
eyes with the monk, who finds their way to you, Alan. And he goes, Alan, pleasure to
Braggy.
see you here.
Surprised I haven't seen you sooner. How long have you been in Oathbreaker?
You went off in quite a rush.
I was told to come here and secure an ambassadorship. It appears you're after the same thing. Why didn't you come to me so we could work together?
Who tasked you with this?
Gee, I would love if I had an NPC name to give you right now.
It was tasked to you directly from the unknown. The
unseen?
The unseen, correct.
John Cena?
I was tasked directly by the unseen. I spoke with the masters and they said, go talk to the unseen. And this is what I was ordered to do. Because we're supposed to be seeing if the pure are a threat.
Well, I found
I
a few
wouldn't-
leads on that, but we were
We should work
concerned about
together.
you.
About me? Why?
You left without saying so much as a goodbye.
That's far from the truth.
Is your memory all right? You have
Yes,
bits where you...
No, this is something I remember. I remember saying goodbye. I don't have false memories. I just have missing ones.
I don't mean to pry, and I apologize. I'm
Why
really
would
just
you
trying
not
to...
seek me out so we could work together? Why work separately? We're part of the same monastery. Would it not be more
You-
effective for us to work together?
I don't know how to say this. Alan, no one knows if the pure even exists, really. And when you went off, we weren't quite sure why, and then we talked to the unseen, and they told us that you didn't even talk to them at all. We're just
Why?
trying to understand what's going on.
It's not true. This isn't how my memory works. My memory doesn't implant false things. I'm missing things. There is a big difference, and I don't
believe you.
understand why you're trying to lie to me.
I believe you. I really do. I'm just trying to understand it myself. It's very cloudy. And with
So
that-
then why not seek me out when you get here? Why not talk to me? Why the secrecy? If you're concerned, you should have come to me directly instead of sneaking around.
And as you ask that, there's a big ringing, a big glass. When the wine glass, you hit it lightly and it rings throughout. And the house comes to a hush. And the queen stands up at the front. Goes, dears, quiet down, dear.
Done with this.
We'll talk. Well, hello and welcome, my glorious people of Oathbreaker and Aglarion. Thank you for the Vordani who have come and shared this space with us. For those who are here from the Dryel city-states, from the Isle of Xantharos. Thank you. For all the noble houses as well. It's time to pass on. It is time to pass on the duty as queen to Princess Athena. And you see Princess Athena kind of get up and get giddy going. That's me. And Queen Laurentia goes, my dearest daughter has been... And Queen Laurentia of House Asenar stands upon the grand dais, her voice rich with authority and a cool elegance. The crowd Below her hums with anticipation, their loyalty to the Azanar line mostly unwavering. She begins with a slow cadence, one steeped in centuries of noble tradition, each word measured, each gesture deliberate. My beloved people, faithful children of Aglarian, gather close and listen. The blood that runs through your veins, for it is the same blood that runs through mine. The blood of kings, of warriors, of peacekeepers. The noble Azanar line has reigned for centuries, guided by wisdom, strength, and unyielding purpose. From the first degree of King Vakrilos, who forged laws to protect the least of us, to King Baldassar victory over fierce tribes of Ordani, we have thrived because we are destined to. Every trial, every conflict, every alliance we have brokered, each was but a step in the grand design, the inevitable future that stretches before us, reaching into the stars. And Princess Athena, doing good, you're doing good. And kind of like wipes her nose off. And Queen Laurencia, her eyes scan the crowd, landing on familiar faces, landing on each one of you, on those noble and common folk alike. Her voice swells with pride as she turns towards her daughter. And now, my people, it's time for the next chapter. It's time for a new leader to carry this great name forward. Look upon Princess Athena, my daughter, your future. From the moment of her birth, she has been marked for greatness. Her mind as sharp as Darius's blade, her heart as kind as Linu's. She has been kind. She is raised to honor our legacy, to continue the work in peace and prosperity that this line has always upheld. Laurencia raises her arms slightly, drawing the crowd's attention further. I, Queen Laurencia of House Azanar, bestow upon her today the rights and privileges of royal rule. She shall stand as your beacon, your guardian, and your protector. All that has been built by the hands of our ancestors, she will safeguard. And under her reign, our house will grow stronger. Our influence will stretch further than ever before. Her voice lowers slightly, though the crowd listens intently, their excitement rising with each word. Laurencia's eyes gleam with something deeper, a hunger that is almost imperceptible, but unmistakably present. But, dear citizens, know this. There is power in our bloodline, power deeper than flesh, born from our history of sacrifices and threads of fate that bind us. This kingdom, this world, this realm has always been in motion towards something greater. There are ancient forces that have long watched over House Azanar, guiding our every step, ensuring our triumphs. Some say it's destiny, others whispers of bonds older than itself. They flicker a small smile, their words growing darker and foreboding. As Athena ascends to their rightful place, you will see wonders unlike any this realm has ever known. She will lead us through trials yet unseen, triumphs yet tasted, and sacrifices still to be made. The stars themselves bend to the will of the House Azanar, but the price of power is not always visible at first glance. Rest assured, though, that is what we embark upon today. The culmination of all that has come before, of every law written, every war fought, and every peace forged. Our family has always known what must be done. She catches her daughter's eyes and smiles slightly. The weight of generations seems to settle over both of them. And so, my people, trust in us, as you always have. Trust in Athena, for she is your future. Trust in House Azanar, for you have always known the path, even when the road ahead is cloaked in shadows. And she lifts up the crown and gently sets it over top. Queen Athena. And as the crown rests upon their oily, slick hair, the crown itself grows bony claw-like appendages and thorns. Runes appear across the side of it as teeth seem to jut out of the surface of it. It tightens over Queen Athena. And the dower, Laurencia, goes, "There, darling. Beautiful as ever." And with a swish look at the wrist, the queen, the former queen, throws up a wall of force in front of them. And Queen Athena leans forward and goes, "It's my turn. I make the rules. First first rule. No more ponytails. Chop their heads off with the ponytail at last. I don't like them. They're ugly. What else?
I need to get the fuck out of here right now.
Great, you'll be fine.
No wearing yellow on Thursdays. Yellow is the color of treachery. They defy you, and your wardrobe shall be burned with you in them. And you see, as they lock eyes with Lord Sin, you go, "You." And you hear as glasses are being set down, and there's gasps from the crowd as they all kind of step back, and there's trepidation, unsure of what's happening. Rain sets on the outside of the castle. You hear thunder crackling in the distance. "You, Sin, you gonna bend the knee, Sin? Gotta bend the knee?" Lord Sin looks up and goes, I serve the crown, but I don't think I serve you." And as they say that, they look around. "And what of the other royal knights? Would you serve?" And most of them kneel immediately and yell, "For the crown!" And as they do, their body cracks, bones creaking, as they rip the flesh off of them, revealing this werewolf lycanthrope, this form taking over as they grow into their armor. And they go, "Kill them all." And the wares start to go after the crowd, one by one, as they throw themselves spears right in. You witness.
Jump in. Save people.
Witness.
Save people.
I'm going to use the curse.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, you
Curse
motherfucker.
meter's gone on the thing.
As a sword and blood splatters across your face, Alan, as Ragi is instantly killed. Lord Fel, you look over, locking eyes with Kieran, as you see a spear straight through them as they reach out ever so slightly. And they say, "I'm sorry." And the entire place erupts. First off, this is going to take place in initiative order. Lots going to happen. So much has happened. The Queen, Athena, is going to press up against the wall of force and is going to look with excitement as you guys try to survive. But that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh my god.
First you gaslight me, now this?
How
You
dare
gaslight
you?
me and then murder the character that's trying to gaslight me?
Oh my god.
Hold on to it for after the roll. We can yell at
Um,
Randall then.
I think it's remove oath curse. I think that's what I could do. I'm absolutely going to use the curse that you guys provided down below in the curse bar, and I had to tell you guys that that's what I was going to do because I am using that curse to end storylines and leave stories that you can't finish as a
I hate it.
punishment.
Like, oh, I'm gonna get you back so dirty and
No,
strong.
make sure it's only on him. Do not take it out on me and Sarah and Strahd. That
Oh.
is not fair.
I'm gonna get Randall specifically back so dirty and Strahd.
I am so excited to hear what you guys have to say of after the roll. So unbelievably excited. Thank you guys all so much for coming and watching stream with us today. This is definitely a shorter episode, but I wanted to at least get to this part specifically.
Randall, how do they get to hear us and after the roll?
You can subscribe to our Patreon. You could follow right now to get the first one free to see what it's like. Because dip your toes in, see if you like it.
Yes.
If you do like it, you have to subscribe at the $10 tier to actually get access to all of our episodes. They are really
$10.
short. They could be somewhere between 5 minutes to 20 minutes. So don't think that it's another 4-hour show. We don't have time for that.
Do you
Oh God, we don't have
like
time for that.
art? Do you like receiving things in the mail? Sign up for the $20 tier.
Look at that cute postcard.
Do you want stuff like this in your mailbox? Sign up. Patreon. Do it. It helps us.
With that,
It helps us out tremendously. It's
It does.
important. Support queer art with your
Period.
discretionary entertainment, with your disposable entertainment spending money. But give
It
us
really does.
$5.
I'm gonna be
Belly's in a speedo.
a quick plug before we raid because we have 20 seconds. Patreon really does keep us afloat. It really does. But with that, remember to be kind, to love one another, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.